Russia is experiencing a fuel collapse, and the authorities are being forced to purchase gasoline from abroad. On September 30th, the Council of the Eurasian Economic Commission eliminated the import duty on gasoline, diesel fuel, marine fuel, and aviation kerosene. This decision will come into effect in 10 days. Currently, the Russian fuel market is short by about 20% of the monthly gasoline consumption volume. The situation in the Russian Federation is now critical. After drone attacks on oil refineries, as a result of which at least 6 plants have completely or partially halted production, gasoline output in September dropped by 1 million tons.
The first signs of a shortage. They aren't selling gas cans. Last week on the M4, only the third gas station had gasoline, and it was 105 octane.
The shortage is felt most acutely in regions that were already lacking, such as the occupied Crimea and the Far East. In Crimea, since September 29th, strict limits have been imposed on retail gasoline sales, no more than 30 liters per person. At first, independent gas stations suffered from the gasoline shortage, with some of them completely shutting down operations. But now the situation has become difficult even for the gas station networks of major oil companies. Since July, Russia has already sharply increased its gasoline purchases from Belarus by 36%. At the same time, in September, imports jumped by about 170% compared to August. In August, Reuters reported that due to drones, Russia's oil industry lost 17% of its refining capacity. Wholesale gasoline prices have soared by more than 40% since the beginning of the year, and this is negative for inflation, since rising fuel costs inevitably increase expenses in agriculture, transportation, and logistics, which in turn leads to higher prices for food and essential goods. Meanwhile, on October 1st in Yaroslavl, Russia, there was a fire at a local oil refinery. Local social media report that, according to preliminary information, the VT6 unit is involved. This unit processes crude oil products, particularly mazout, for further production of diesel fuel and lubricating oils.